Hello everyone, welcome back to Leeton. My name's Jace. A bit chillier today. Even got my body warmer on. Been to work this morning, got a bit done. And I think I'm got some odd jobs I need to do around here. I've got a lot of shredding down there I've got to do from a tree that's been cut back at the front. The elder that I cut back here at the weekend to stop setting fire to it with the fire pit on a night. I've got my Swedes to put in because they're desperate now, really. They're in modules, and I was kind of waiting until the potatoes came out of those pots, but they're not quite ready yet. And I like to leave them, they've started to flower, but I like to leave them until they start to die back a bit, and then you get slightly bigger potatoes. So I think I'll probably put the Swedes down here where these onions are bolting, or at least some of them anyway. Get at least a module, 6 down, or 8 or something like that. Yeah, it's a funny day today because it's been so hot for a few weeks. It's definitely cooler today. We've even had a little bit of rain this morning. Only sort of a bit of drizzle, nothing to speak of. It hasn't done any good to the garden, so to speak, but we've had a bit. And there's the flowers. So if you remember this row, I'm letting them flower, and that row I'm taking them off just to see if that makes a difference. I think another couple of weeks and these will be done. Then it'll be harvest time and see what the results are of the experiment. But there, the temperature, what with 14 degrees. I don't think I'm even going to take the stuff out of the greenhouse today. These little bush tomatoes and the cucumbers. I think I'm just going to leave them in here today, or at least until it warms up. It might get hotter and sunnier this afternoon. If it does, I'll bring them all out. But the pak choy, it's really coming on. And the cauliflower that I pricked out at the weekend, that's just suddenly perked up and grown. And then we've got more salad coming, some spinach, kale, red cabbage. This is kohlrabi, I've never grown that before. And then these are some late sowings of celery. Probably won't come to anything, to be honest, but you've got to have a go. So yeah, I think I'm going to just leave this lot in here for a bit. See how we get on. Pergola, or is it a pergola or pagoda? I don't know. That's okay. Long day that was, but got it done. And that's another job I've got to do. That pallet has got to go across that bay there where the wheelbarrow is. Because the compost now, we've filled up, well, we've got that there, that was filled, and that's now probably nearly halfway down. I've turned that once. And then this one we've filled, and that's now covered over. Let's put to bed that one. Look, we out there, 25 degrees. So it stopped heating up. That'll have to be turned into here before too long. And then this is the pile that we're filling at the moment. So we're really starting to fill these up. And we're only at the beginning of the summer, really, so got a lot of greens and maybe to go in there yet. So I'm going to have to get this one sorted, so we've got the extra one to fill up as well. And here's another job that needs doing. The old strawberry bed. I probably planted this up, I don't know, a month ago. It is now full of weeds. Actually, I think a lot of these are plants of some sort that have self-seeded, because this was all full of plants, and Julie took out what she wanted. It's going to take a bit of keeping on top of for the first year. So that's another job I've got to do. So that's the Swede in. There's 18 there, multi-sown. So there's probably 18. It's probably about 50 or 60 Swede there by the time they push themselves apart. They're a bit close together, to be fair, but I had to sort of get them in between the tree and the Ailsa Craig onions that were sown this year, because obviously that rhubarb will spread itself out quite a lot once it gets going. So I thought I'd bring the cucumbers and Tumbling Tom tomatoes out to play as well, because it's 16 degrees now, and that's okay for them. It's not too blustery. And there's more light out here than in the greenhouse because it's north facing and the glass isn't clean, etc. So they'll be out here for the afternoon and evening and then back in later. But I have just noticed slug or snail trails on this pot, so I'm going to do some investigating on that in a bit. So these are the chilies and the peppers. So these ones here, they're yellow bell peppers. These are the hot peppers, and then at the far end we've got red bell peppers. I'm really pleased so far. Lots of flowers coming. Just got to keep them alive because I haven't got the greenhouse set up properly or the polytunnel, so they're going to be planted outside and protected as best as possible. Okay, the next job I think is to sow some more seeds. So I'm going to sow some chard. I've grown chard a couple of times before, but in my last house I didn't have as much space as I've got here, so I was quite selective over what I grew. And although we're trying to be self-sufficient, this year is a bit of an experiment really, to see what grows well in this soil, what we really like, what we're not so keen on, etc., because it's not just growing for me anymore. So some chard, and the variety I'm going to sow is white silver. It says sow March to July, so I'm going to put it in modules, and then I don't have to worry about pricking them out and potting them on or whatever. So one seed in each. And that's those done. Just my normal mix, normal compost and vermiculite, nothing special. Chard, white silver. Next thing I'm going to do is some purple sprouting broccoli. And I'm going to sow some mixed salad leaves in this tray as well, just to save space, because I don't know about you guys, but space is a premium. So I'm going to put the purple sprouting down one side of the tray, and the salad leaves down the other. Sorry if you can hear that noise, that's my lad. It's half term, innit? And they're all on the blooming Xboxes. And because they've all got their headphones on, they're all trying to talk over each other. Absolute nightmare. He should be out here learning to grow stuff with me, because it's his generation that probably will have to do it for real, unless they want to eat bugs. But that's another story, we won't get onto that. And then these are just mixed salad leaves. Quite a lot there. Never mind, we can give them away to family and friends. So purple sprouting salad. There we go. And then I'm going to sow swede. Now I've just planted a load of swede, and it didn't take up as much space as I thought it would. So I'm going to grow some more, and maybe I'll time this right and it will go where the potatoes come out, the new potatoes. So I'm going to do it in modules again, multi-sown, that worked well. I'm going to do this extra tray this time. We do like swede. And it stores quite well in the ground for a while. So you don't have to go harvest it all at the same time, which is always a bonus. That's that. Use my fingers, I think, it'll be easier. And I'm going to try and get 3 or 4 in each one. If I can get into the packet, that is. And I'm thinking I could perhaps put these in the pots when the potatoes come out. Maybe 3 plugs in a pot. They're 40-litre pots. So I think that might work quite well. I don't know, I've never done it before. I think 5 went in that one, but never mind. About 6 in that one. But they'll sort themselves out as they grow. And I could always thin them out if I really have to. So that's a Swede, and that's a best of all variety. So I'm just going to fill those in. Go. Happy days. So that's more seed sown. And it's that time of year in it where we've just got to keep sowing stuff to replace the things that are coming out of the ground. The chard, purple sprouting, mixed salad leaves and Swede. And how long did that take? 5-10 minutes, something like that. So cucumbers look like they're perking up a bit in here now. I've moved them in here and potted them on. Got one coming there, one there. This is the Ladiva variety, so they're quite sort of short but quite fat. There's one coming there. I think the variety over there in that corner, that's telepathy, so that's your sort of more traditional cucumber, if you like, your longer one. We've got basil growing in there. That likes to be kept a bit warm, so that comes into the greenhouse on the cooler days and cooler evenings. Okay everybody, thank you very much for watching. Hope you've enjoyed the video. If you have, please give it a thumbs up, and if you haven't subscribed already, please do, and follow us on our journey to be more self-sufficient in veg, fruit, eggs and maybe some honey. Cheers, catch you next time.